a huge fan of the show. So I want to know, how do you think Klaus has evolved over the course of this whole show?
You know, I think the huge turning point for him has been the birth of his daughter. You know, I think that's, for a guy who's been around for 1,000 years, that's the one thing that he never had any experience in, and one thing that was new, that was different for him. So for me, that's been the crux of the evolution. And I think it's been a slow process for him, but he's learning. You know, last we saw him at the end of season 3, he actually did something to his own detriment, you know, for the good of his family. I don't think that's ever been undermined by him. So, you know, I like to think he's one step closer to redemption.
A lot of people have said Candy is kind of supposed to be the Carol. Now that, you know, Caroline's on the show, what kind of connection is it that sacrifice in the finale? Or could you expect to reconnect with somebody or maybe a new pair that kind of bring that together?
You know, I don't know, and I'm excited to find out. I've always believed his strongest connection was to his daughter. You know, I think the romances came and went, and that's not to take anything away from them, by the way. I think they were each very meaningful to him in different ways. But the unconditional love of his daughter is something that changed him forever, and so I hope his connection to his humanity will be through her.
How do you find your choice when it recognize the
probably violently. I would say, you know, look, he loves Marcel like a son, and Marcel betrayed him. You know, and some might say he was justified in doing so. I think it's been a long time coming, ever since he made Marcel pick up that coin in season 1 and took the city from him. Marcel, I feel, has been waiting for a chance. He's been wanting to believe in the Mikaelsons and believe in Klaus, but he's never really been given full course to, and so I think maybe Klaus understands a little where he's coming from. That doesn't mean he's going to react any less violently, though. I feel like the end is coming pretty soon. I'm excited to see it. Yeah.
So obviously, Klaus is the background. Sort of in the last moments of season 3, you sort of saw Rebecca and the process of sacrificing. Those two ever how that will go.
No, man, I'm interested. You know, that's one of the dynamics that's my favourite on the show. I love the Klaus and Elijah dynamic and Klaus and Rebecca as well. In fact, I think that's the 3 people that the show was built around in the first place, so we always have that kind of, it feels like coming home when we're doing scenes together, you know, and Claire's in and out of the show, you know, over the last 3 years, and hopefully next year as well, so this Monday, starting Monday, so hopefully from there onwards. I'll be interested to explore that. I think it's, you know, I've always felt like she was his favourite sibling, the one he kind of was most protective over so we'll see if there's any forgiveness there for what happened at the time.
I wanted to ask you, I know obviously we're here to talk about the original, with the main character being in season 11, I was wondering, one, what your thoughts are on the show's legacy, and also if you know, if the opportunity is something you would consider.
I mean, you know, I think that it's the end of an era, you know. They gave me my start, you know, I was lucky enough to jump on to a hit show when it was already a hit show in season 2 and kind of ride on the coattails and back to my own show, you know, coast off. And I'm incredibly grateful for that. I think admire them for ending the show on their own terms, so that they can finish the chapter, you know, and put it on the shelf and give themselves a proper ending instead of just being kind of cancelled and it not really ending properly. I hope when the time comes for us, we give the show a proper ending, so it's not just like left on a cliffhanger. I don't know if I'll be invited back. I think my hope for them would be that they tie up all their storylines in a way that satisfies all the fans. And I don't know whether they need Klaus to do that. You know, either way, I feel like it's 8 years, great team. I mean, that's huge. You know, that's all anyone can hope for. When we started the originals, we thought we'd be lucky to get 2 seasons. You know, now we're promoting season 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy for them that they've got this far. It's a huge achievement and something that will stay with them and with me. I still get
Did you ever see Klaus coming this far? I remember your first Comic-Con with TVD, and I would always be like, Klaus is my favorite character because it's a misunderstood character, and everyone would be like, but Klaus is, you know, he's evil, and I was like, no, you have to understand the guy. So did you ever see like, oh, he's, you know, this is it, it's kind of flat, nobody like really understanding how deep everything, all his issues were, and being like, all right, you know, like we're gonna let him go. Did you ever like see Klaus going this far down the line into like his own spin-off kind of thing?
You know,
because not all characters get to be so explored, you know what I mean?
I mean, I thought I'd be done after 1 season. After season 3, I thought I'd be killed off, you know, as the villains are. They get to the end of the season, you know, like Dahlia or like the Trinity of Lucian and those guys, you know, and then they die at the end of the season. That's what villains do. But I just started having so much fun with it, and then the fan response was so great to the originals, to Rebecca and Arie and Klaus, and so, you know, I did start to suspect maybe there's something here, but, you know, I didn't know whether they would go so far as to give us our own show and let us explore it. So no, I don't know. I didn't expect it to go this far. And I'm interested to see where it will go from here. I feel we're past the middle of the journey. You know, I do feel that. I feel like there was a definite beginning where he was a villain, and then there's been a sort of chance for redemption, and season 4 picks up 5 years later. So it's really like a sort of chapter on its own, I think. And yeah, you know, who knows where it will go. I'm excited to explore it.
You've been to Brazil lately, and to your fans, I would like to know what is your opinion on the live in Brazil together.
What are they doing that probably paint the town red? And get into a lot of trouble, probably, which is not what Daniel and I did in Brazil. So completely different from what he and I did in Brazil. It's a fun place. I liked it. I was there for such a short amount of time though, and we were kind of in and out. Very passionate people. Yeah.
So was there ever a moment on the show where you felt cross the line?
I mean, yeah, but I like that about him, you know, like frequently he does that, you know, like killing Gia and cursing Haley at the end of season 2, and killing his father after his Michael and his father, killing Michael and his father, and his mum, and his auntie, and his brother and his sister. You know, yeah, I mean, yeah, frequently he crosses the line, but I think that's what's so wonderful about him. You know, and I think it was I like that about him.
Is there...
Okay, Klaus in that cemetery for 5 years. Do you think he's going to come out as demons, or do you think he's going to come out looking for...
Last question, guys.
I think he's going to come up looking for blood. I think he's like you know, a pop with the lid on and it's boiling and boiling and boiling and boiling, as soon as we pop the lid off, we get a face full of fucking boiling water, you know?
That's very specific.
That's my gift to you guys. I say it doesn't get any better than that.